Welcome back to the Zone Media. Man, this is super dope. Another day, another nickel, another penny. It's another wonderful moment.
Sir.
Us to just hang out. Super dope. Shout out to everybody that's tuned in on Facebook, everybody that's tuned in on Twitch. And as other people come in, shout out to those who are tuning in on YouTube as well. Man, I know there's a lot of people going live right now, and a lot of people are watching. So some people may be watching this back, some people may be listening, uh, continuing to watch this back on YouTube or Twitch. Definitely appreciate you guys for tuning in. Definitely hope this is something that interests you. And we're about to get the show started. We got a cool day. I got a friend of mine from Kentucky who we will be interviewing. We have a few other people that may be joining us tonight. Um, but if they don't, it's all right. More time for him to shine. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
So I'm gonna start the recording and we'll get this show on the road. Man, welcome back to another artist and producer spotlight. My name is A Jones. I'm your host with the most. Y'all know how we roll. It's the Zone Media where we stay. Everything that we about is collaboration, creativity, information, and motivation. So continue to stay positive, continue to work, continue to grind. I am loving what we're doing here, man. There's so many people that keep continue to call me and tell me, man, this is this is helping them, this is wonderful for them, this is amazing for them. And like I'm enjoying it, man. I'm enjoying being able to be that person for people, or create a platform for people, because a lot of people don't have that platform. um and that's what we're doing here, creating a platform for people. So we got a cool guy on with us today. His name is William Bryant. Bro, how are you, man?
Doing well, man.
Yeah.
Just in quarantine, hanging
In
out,
quarantine.
hanging out.
Where are you from?
Kentucky, Corbin, Kentucky,
Where?
Corbin, Kentucky.
I've never heard of it.
It's you know where Lexington is?
I do know where Lex is. I know where
It's
Lex
a,
is. I know
it's
where
a
Louisville is, and I know where
okay,
Frankfurt is.
okay. So it's about an hour and a half south of Lexington, right off I-75.
Okay,
Straight shot.
interesting. So I'm in Frankfurt quite a bit.
Okay.
How far is it from Frankfurt,
Mm,
Kentucky?
about 2 hours, two and a
Two
half.
hours.
It's not.
Okay.
It's not bad.
Okay. No, that's not bad. When I make my next trip down, I'm gonna have to come and rock out with y'all for a little bit.
For sure, bro. We'll get together.
What y'all got good down there in Corbin, Kentucky?
Um, we got the first KFC,
The first KFC.
Sanders Cafe, about 5 minutes from my house. And that's about all we got going for us right now. It's sad that that's the only thing I can think of, man.
Chicken.
But
Chicken is
yeah,
the only thing you can
yeah,
think of.
that's it, man.
And you're talking to a vegan. Chicken is the only thing you can think of when you're talking to a vegan. That's crazy. Um, so man, so you're an artist.
Yes, sir.
I'm super stoked because I get a chance to spotlight you today, but I've been listening to a lot of your music, just that you've sent me.
Mhm.
I'm a little biased because I mix it. Um, and I think you're dope, man. I definitely felt like
Appreciate it.
this was a
Appreciate it.
time for you to be spotlighted. So I'm super excited for that.
Yeah, me too, man. Should be good.
So how'd you? Let's start off with this, man. How'd you get into music?
Um, well, so I guess it was about 2 years ago. Me and my two cousins, they lived like 5 minutes down the road. Um, one's the same age as me, the other one's a couple years older. But we found a beat on YouTube, and
YouTube's that place to be.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. And we were like, we should make a song, just spontaneous out of nowhere. We were like, let's make a song, man. And I was like, hey, I'm for it. Let's do it.
Mm.
And we made the crappiest music you will ever hear in your life. Like if I played it for you right now, you'd kick me off the Zoom, okay? So bad. And we kept doing it, and it was fun, even though it sucked. And it got to the point where I was like, I'd be writing to these beats and we'd be recording, and it got to the point where I loved doing it, even though it was
Mm.
bad. And so I got to the point I was like, what if I tried to make something like really good? What
Mm-hmm.
if I actually tried? And I did, and it was decent. Um, but I feel like here in the last like month or two is really when I've started to like find my style, find my voice, and just develop everything
Yeah.
and be able to sound good.
So you said that was about what, 2 years?
Yeah,
But you said most recently is
yeah,
when you okay. Do you mainly record yourself?
yeah.
What led you to start doing that other than
Uh,
quarantine?
uh, well, I'd always done it with those two guys, my cousins, and um, it started getting to the point. So, I went to school, and I wasn't able to be home as much, and I was in my apartment a lot because my roommate worked 3 days out of the week, like all day.
Mm,
So I would be by myself,
yeah.
and I had a lot of stuff in the works. A lot of beats, a lot of lyrics written, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna try to start doing this on my own. I,
Mm-hmm.
because that's how I started was with them. So
Right.
so in my mind, I was like, oh, I'm not gonna make anything unless it's with them. Why would I do that?
Right.
But
Right. Right.
it was just something for me to do. So I fired up GarageBand on my Mac and started writing. Got some different stuff, recorded it. It was all right.
Mm,
But that's really when I started, recording on my own was really in the last few months.
that's good though. I think, and I say this as a recording engineer,
Yeah,
as a full time job. I think every artist should learn how to record themselves.
yeah,
Um, One, it gets you comfortable on the mic,
hmm,
so when you do go to a studio, you're not sitting there running around or wasting time.
right,
But then two, you know what your sound should be.
yeah,
So when you talk to a recording engineer, you're able to tell them like, hey, this is what I need you to do when I'm recording, or this is how I like to
right.
record. So you're already ready. You know what I'm
And
saying?
it was like that. It was a lot of trial and error. Like,
Mm,
do I sound good doing this? Do I sound good doing this? Do I sound good better when I'm, trying to like rap, or when I'm singing, or what kind of beats do I sound the best on?
right, right, right.
So yeah, that's definitely true. Trying to just find what's best for me in terms of recording.
Mm. What gives you that drive? Like what pushes you to do music? Like,
Anybody, anybody that knows me, man, knows that I am the biggest, and I mean biggest, Post Malone fan
mm.
on the face of the earth.
I've heard that through the grapevine. I don't
Have
know.
you? Have you?
Yeah, that's what people tell me.
Yeah, man. And it's not just him. I have other artists that I like, but like I see where guys like Post Malone, where he is today,
Hmm.
and how, quite honestly, when he was 19, I'm sure you've seen that YouTube video of that "Why Don't You Love Me" song. It's like a
Yeah.
meme now, man.
Yep.
Man, the stuff that I'm making now, it's a lot better than that.
Mm.
I mean, let's be honest. So I mean, I understand that.
That's a big comparison, sir.
No, you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying.
No, I get
I,
you.
I
I
won't
got you.
co- I won't compare anyone to Post Malone now. No one. Jesus, that's it. And
Never did you just say
and
that.
and
Never.
and I see where he is today, and I see where he was, and I'm like, okay. when he was my age, he was making stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
That is a meme now because it's so bad.
Because it's so bad. Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, well, if he was there and I'm here and he's that big,
Mm.
then that could happen to me too.
Right.
So it definitely makes me want to work and, develop my voice and develop my music even further
Mm-hmm.
because I already know that I'm further than where he was when he was my age.
Yeah.
So that definitely gives me some motivation.
Oh, that's definitely good. What um what would you say is like your I mean and we talked about this a little bit offline. You don't have to go into detail. But what do you feel like is like your goal in music?
Excuse me, man. My ultimate goal is to be able to do it full time,
Yeah.
to make enough money to not have to work, to be able to, pay the bills and do all that stuff just through my music.
Mm. What do you think? What do you think are some things that would stop you? I mean, a lot of producers, a lot of engineers, a lot of artists. I know that are watching, and just people in general. Like
Yeah.
but people have goals, and they're like, man, like there's so many things that's really about to stop me, or really could stop me. What do you think
Right.
are those things that's holding
I,
you?
I personally believe that I'm the only person that would stand in the way of that.
Ah,
It's me. I've got to make it.
had to be.
I got to make it happen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's either I do or I don't. I'm going to make it happen or I'm not.
Yeah.
So definitely, I'm the only person that's going to stand in the way of that in the long run.
Mm, that's good. That's good. We got a late bloomer, y'all.
What's
A late bloomer.
Hey,
Robert,
going on,
Mr.
man?
Robert Vaughn.
man, believe it or not, I had a crazy day today. I don't know how that's possible.
I think
Being
everybody
locked
had. I
down,
think I think everybody in the world had a crazy day today.
all about music, nothing goes on for 2 weeks and all of a sudden, bam.
Everything just hit you. Boom,
Yeah.
man. Robert, this is William.
Going on, man?
Hey, man, what's up? What's up?
Nice to meet you, bro.
So Will was just saying he was talking about his goal, and he said that his goal was to do this full time. And I think, and we were in the conversation of now that he said that he would be his biggest obstacle. And I was just saying like that right there is heavy because like I think a lot of people would think the same thing.
Well, I tell you one thing: when you do it full time, you lose track of the hours.
That you do. That is very true. I never thought that I would be in a space where I'm like, what day is it? What time is it? And yeah, quarantine did a do on that. But then it's like
For
also
sure.
it's like, man, like
But
I'm
the
in the house
trick
for
is,
4 days mixing.
yeah, the trick is to do it full time and make a decent living.
Yeah.
Right, right.
Yeah.
And that's one thing you have to kind of figure out. But
Mm,
the marketability of what you're doing,
yeah.
or how you create revenue streams.
Mm-hmm.
One way is to get a hit song and then you just get a check every 3 months.
Well, somebody need to give me a hit song.
And then there's other ways.
Right.
But a lot of different ways you can make money with music. Today I do vocal training, so I had 3 classes I did today,
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
and that's one way. Another way is can't do any shows now, so it's about streaming or you know doing some sort of fundraiser or
Mm-hmm.
something like that. A lot of people are doing that, making a little money.
Yeah.
Um, Selling records, people still buying, downloading music if they like it. Even more so now. I was reading a good article today, and what it talked about was how you have to how the coronavirus has changed the business model.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
you know and certain things you can't do, but it's certain things that people are doing more now.
Mm-hmm.
For instance, they're listening to more music, and they're downloading more, and they're spending more money online because a lot of people are out of work, but not everybody. And it's still money flowing, it's still money flowing.
Mm-hmm.
But Billboard has a good article. If you get a chance to pick one up about how the music business model, how this really kind of changed the music business model. It's probably going to change permanently going forward because
Is he frozen?
I think so.
Sir, are you frozen? All right. We'll get back to that.
ways
So,
to make a living. Now,
sir,
are you an artist or
you froze up.
did I?
Yeah, it's cool. Go ahead, Will.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I write my own songs, record them, send them to Jones, and he makes me sound good. So,
All right. Okay. All right. Well, that's good, man. That's yeah.
You'll hear some of his stuff. He
Okay.
got what
yeah,
3
man, I'm gonna
songs for us today.
play a few songs. Yep.
Okay.
Cool.
Well, let's
And-
hear some, man. What are we
Yeah.
waiting on?
Go ahead, play some. Got what you got one already out, right?
Yeah, it's on YouTube, man. I screwed the pooch on DistroKid, so it's not out on anything else. But we're gonna find it. So, and Jones mixed all 3 of these. So anybody needs mixing,
Oh, okay.
Hey,
I
shameless plug.
recommend. I recommend.
Hey, I didn't say it. He said it. So
Okay.
y'all shoot me an email and let's get this work.
Yeah, so this is a song. It's called Tropical. I heard a beat on YouTube, and it had a really beachy vibe, and I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna make a song, about getting your girl and taking her to the beach. So
Okay.
that's what this one's about.
Where'd you find this beat from?
Ezra Jones.
Go get the keys out with brand new. Let's head to the beach, just me and you. Let's go get tropical. I'll keep my wallet full. We'll go out and get tattoos, cause if other people can, then we can too. Let's go get tropical. We'll be unstoppable. We'll get too much sun, feel faded. Walks on the beach are so outdated. That's so cliche, but we'll do it anyway. We'll go back to the room, get no sleep. Your sunburn, your cheeks look rosy, but it's beautiful, perfect as usual. Yeah, I'm feeling calm. Let's go for a walk under the palms. We'll laugh and talk, and you can make a joke or two. Yeah, we'll take a drive along the coast. We'll go anywhere you wanna go, and then head back and go to bed. And ooh, baby, you make it hard to breathe when it's just you and me. I think we both agree. And oh, you don't know how much you mean to me. You're everything to me. So go get the keys out with brand new. Let's head to the beach, just me and you. Let's go get tropical. I'll keep my wallet full. We'll go out and get tattoos, cause if other people can, then we can too. Let's go get tropical. We'll be unstoppable. We'll get too much sun, feel faded. Walks on the beach are so outdated. That's so cliche, but we'll do it anyway. We'll go back to the room, get no sleep. Your sunburn, your cheeks look rosy, but it's beautiful, perfect as usual.
For anybody asking, I see Mark, I see you asking to do a review. Definitely send it in. We won't play it today because this is an artist and producer spotlight, but definitely send it in for our show on Sunday.
Yeah, man. So that one's called Tropical. Hopefully, have it drop in here in the next month or so. So.
Okay. I thought I like I said, I'm a little biased because I produced and mixed the song. So I mean, I thought it was dope. What'd you think, sir?
Well, I liked it, man. I thought it had a nice summery vibe, upbeat, positive, which I think people really need now.
Yeah.
Even if you had to go to the beach in your backyard, I was at the beach
yeah.
on my front yard, my porch today. So, even if you have to go to the beach in your backyard, it's still, I think it's on time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it.
Appreciate
The
it.
beat moves. You can dance to it.
Thank
It's
you.
kind of like a
Yeah.
party song. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Dope lyrics. I think it's let's go get tropical. I mean
Right.
that could be like the summer anthem. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let's
I
go
appreciate
get
that.
tropical.
I think the other thing I like
And
about it,
tropical could mean whatever you wanted to mean. You know what I'm saying?
that's what that's what I was about to say. Like, I think the biggest thing that I really like about it is that it was clean. Like, I can put that to radio play. A lot of records we hear out nowadays, we can't put those to radio play because there's so much derogatory comments or just cussing in general, and it like
Right.
that record itself is clean.
Mhm.
I can tell you one thing I know is that most records and most artists that get broken, 69% still get broken on radio.
Mm-hmm.
That's still by far the number one way to get a song, get a song moving and to get an artist out there.
Right.
And I think when you put things in your song to keep you from being on the radio, you do a disservice. I mean, you just, you're not helping yourself, and it's harder to really get a song going.
Right.
Because if it's a good song, it'll get streamed.
Unless your goal is to break your song in a strip club, like one of the songs we played last week.
Mm-hmm.
That song clearly was a strip club song. So that song clearly should have been in somebody's strip club, just everybody's, just all of them, right?
Yeah. Strip club's still open? Or not?
That ain't none of my business. I don't know.
No, what I'm saying, one point is that there's no strip clubs right now.
Right.
And
No,
so to make a song like that and certain songs do get broken. I know in Atlanta, that's where they try a lot of hip hop songs.
right.
They try them in strip clubs because they figure if people like them in a strip club,
Then they're like,
But they have strip clubs there with with 700, 800, 900 people in them. It's not like a Cleveland strip club. But anyway, that song is radio. I would say it's probably radio ready. I mean, it sounds like you could you can hear it on radio. And I want to take a listen to it after we get off. If you could send me the link.
mm-hmm.
I always like to compare songs with. I like to look at the Billboard top 10 and top 20 for the genre. And if the song fits in, then it's legit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you make a song, and it doesn't have to be the number one song, it doesn't have to be the last one, but
Just got to fit in that.
it's got to, if it fits in with the top 10, really, but if it fits in with the top 20 or the top 10, I mean, it's a good song.
Right.
And I haven't checked
Get your
out.
pens and papers out, because Robert Vaughn is dropping more gems for y'all.
Now, what genre would you consider that?
And it's I'd say it's a little bit of a mix, some hip hop, some R&B, some pop. I think it's a little bit of a mix of a lot of things.
Okay.
And that's what I like about my music is it's not the stereotypical hip hop trap.
Right. I think it could
it's
be
me.
I think it could be even like adult contemporary,
Yeah.
AC. And that's nice when you can check all the boxes.
Right.
You get played on a lot of different stations. That's why a lot of they'll have R&B pop or indie pop.
Right.
Because when you pop, you're popular, then you get played on more stations, or adult contemporary. Because if you say, if it's just country, you get played on country stations. That's pretty much it.
Right.
Now, that's not a bad thing, because it's a lot of country stations and a lot of money to be made. But a lot of times, if you like that, it might not get played on a country station, and there might be some country pop, because every country is kind of like country pop now.
Yeah.
Right.
But
Somebody say
I
good
think when
vibe
you,
track.
Yeah, when you can check a lot of different boxes, it can't do nothing but help you, you know.
Yeah,
So,
that's good. You got something else for us?
Yeah, I got a couple more. So this one I wrote maybe, I guess it was around November, into November, beginning of December last year. And it's called Falling. I think a lot of people can relate to this one. And I try to do that with my music too, is, do stuff that I like and stuff that pertains to me, but also what other people can relate to. And this one, I mean, it's just like the title. It's about, falling for somebody, falling for a girl, or for a girl, falling for a guy. And yeah, that's what this one's about.
Oh, yeah. Hey. I'm falling. I know you're there to catch me when I'm falling. You knock me on my feet and now I'm crawling. Girl, I just feel so different with you. Yeah. And I'm calling. I know you're there to listen when I'm calling. I think about you first thing in the morning. Girl, I just feel so different with you. Yeah. So talk to me what you want and I can get it, baby. Talk to me if you want and I can listen, baby. Talk to me, I can grant all of your wishes, baby. Yeah. Oh. Talk to me what you want and I can get it, baby. Talk to me if you want and I can listen, baby. Want some diamonds, I can make that neck glisten, baby. Yeah. And I just wanted you to know that I've been going down the wrong tracks. But you brought me back to life. And now I'm feeling alright. Yeah, you got me feeling alright. You got me right in my mind, yeah. Though I was falling behind, but now I'm feeling alright. Falling, I know you're there to catch me when I'm falling. You knock me on my feet and now I'm crawling. Girl, I just feel so different with you. And I'm calling, I know you're there to listen when I'm calling. I think about you first thing in the morning. Girl, I just feel so different with you. Yeah. And I don't ever wanna miss another moment with you. Don't ever wanna leave you after all that we've been through. Don't ever wanna stop, we got a lot we gotta do. Yeah. Hey, and everybody wanna tell me it's not worth it. And everybody wanna say that we should quit, yeah. And I know everybody's saying we ain't working. But I'll be honest, I don't really care what they say a bit. Because I need you, I'll always keep you. I promise if you let me in, I'll never leave you. Girl, I need you, I'll always keep you. I promise if you let me in, I'll never leave you. I'm falling, I know you're there to catch me when I'm falling. You knock me on my feet and now I'm crawling. Girl, I just feel so different with you. And I'm calling, I know you're there to listen when I'm calling. I think about you first thing in the morning. Girl, I just feel so different with you. And I just wanted you to know that I've been going down the wrong tracks. But you brought me back to life. And now I'm feeling alright. Yeah, you got me feeling alright. You got me right in my mind.
Yeah, so that one's called Falling.
okay.
How often do you record?
Whenever I catch a vibe and get a song written, I record. Like, I'm looking at my notes right now. So that's where I got these files at. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I got like 13, 14 songs recorded, which I've only got 4 back there, good enough quality.
Yeah.
Shout out A. Jones.
Now, Will, where you located at?
I'm in Corbin, Kentucky. So if you know where like Lexington is.
Yeah, my daughter went to school at Frankfort, in Frankfort. Kentucky
Okay,
State.
so it's about an hour and a half south of Lexington.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was just thinking when I heard that Florida Georgia line.
Mm-hmm.
I do that song, it'll be number one.
Yeah.
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 That's like to me, that's almost like a country song. And all you
Okay.
need is a little
Okay.
steel guitar in there, just something to signal the country people it's okay. You can like this.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying, right?
No, I got you.
absolutely.
I got you.
Because that's kind of like country, man. I mean, I heard. Oh God, who was it? What is her name, man? This country chick. She does reggae. She does all kind of stuff, but she'll put a little country twist on it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God, what is her name, man? She made a song called "Stuck on You." You know who I'm talking about. Stuck on you,
No.
stuck on you. Do, 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 do. But
Anybody in
I
the
think,
comments know? Anybody?
yeah,
I know what song you're talking about, man. Hold up.
yeah. What is her name, man?
I never thought about country, but not like when you said it, like I
Oh
definitely.
yeah, man. That's a
Yeah.
Is it
country
like
hit right there.
Sugarland or?
Yeah, what's her name? The girl's name?
Uh,
Because it's Sugarland, but you know the young lady that the leader.
man, I don't even know her name. I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
yeah. But and she does that a lot. She'll do reggae, she'll do hip hop, and anything she does, she put a little country twist to it. And her shows, I saw her show one time, man. Her show is off the chain. I mean, her show is like serious. And if you didn't, you can kind of tell she's country, but she really ain't country. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because the country genre, and I hate to keep coming back to country, but I'm telling you, Florida Georgia Line, I'll record that song. It'll be a number one hit.
Yeah.
I never thought about that. That's interesting.
I didn't either, man.
You see, this is why we do
That's
this.
a different take. It's a different take for sure.
I used to manage a country artist from Nashville. I used to spend a lot of time down there, and one thing about Nashville is that I've worked with musicians in a lot of different places around the country, but in my opinion, Nashville has the best musicians that you see anywhere.
Yeah.
And most of them, about half of them are country and half of them aren't.
Yeah.
So a lot of times the music they play, it's just good ass music, and they might put a little country twist on it, or they might not. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I think that song there, man. If you need to shop around, somebody shop around for you, holla at me, man. You know?
Right.
Hey,
I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
We out here. That's funny.
See, and a lot of times, you know, one thing about music is marketing and promotion. They say the music business is 10% music and 90% business. But the way something is marketed and promoted, a lot of times has to do with whether it's a hit or not, you know?
Yeah.
And if I were you, I would put a little, just a little background country guitar in there, not a whole lot, accent it, and send it out to a country radio station, see what they say.
All right, man. Yeah, maybe I'll try that. I'll try that out. I mean, I'm trying to get it out to anybody I can. So
yeah.
Anybody and everybody that wants to listen. So
Yeah.
I'm open to any ideas.
Okay.
Yeah. This next one, man, I wrote it last week.
What was the name of the song?
Falling.
Okay. Now you're gonna send us a copy of these, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Now, this next one is called Bipolar. This one.
Watch it, man.
I don't want to go into too much detail about why I wrote this one. I had a falling out with a pretty close friend, and this song is kind of about why. So there we go.
I think she bipolar. I hit her before she give me the cold shoulder and tell me it's over. Switching up and I don't know what to think about it, yeah. I think she bipolar. She hitting my phone telling me to come over. She want me to hold her. Switching up and I don't know what to think about it, yeah. Every time that she call, yeah, her mood really changes. And she got a market, she mad and she say she feeling down. And she cracking a smile, mood turning around. I don't wanna deal with it now, yeah, she yelling at me when I wanna go out. And she being so loud, now my head in the clouds. And she acting a fool, she acting a clown. Never acting with reason, you're rash when you're speaking. I know you don't see it, but baby, believe me, I know what I'm saying. The games that you're playing, you're always deceiving me. And this is all new to me, acting so crazy, you acting so futilely. Things that you do to me, making me wanna leave. It was too much, I hope it was worth losing me. I think she bipolar, I hit her before she give me the cold shoulder and tell me it's over. Switching up and I don't know what to think about it, yeah. I think she bipolar, she hitting my phone telling me to come over. She want me to hold her. Switching up and I don't know what to think about it. And I just wanna know why you act this way.
Yeah, it's actually a beat that I found off YouTube.
Everything came crashing down like waves. She got 10 personalities, one showing vanity, all showing sanity, got no morality. And she far from reality, just like she wanna be. She lives in a fantasy, in her old world, in a whole other galaxy, sees what she wanna see. Yeah, she far from reality, just like she wanna be. It's this and then that, always white then it's black, always forward and back, she got me out of whack. And I don't even know what to do about it, yeah. Feeling so out of it, lies coming out of lips, I just stop counting them, run like a fountain, yeah. And there ain't a thing I can do about it, yeah. Cause I think she bipolar, I hit her before she give me the cold shoulder and tell me it's over. Switching up and I don't know what to think about it, yeah. I think she bipolar, she hitting my phone telling me to come over. She want me to hold her. Switching up and I don't know what to think about it. I think she bipolar, yeah. I think she bipolar, yeah.
Okay.
There's that one.
Now you say that was a guitar loop?
Yeah, man. So I bought the exclusive rights off YouTube for that one because I heard it and I was like, man, it's different. You know, it's got kind of like it's got some funk to it. That's
you
what
know
I
what
like.
that, you know what that sounds like?
What's that?
It's like a Jimi Hendrix or a Stevie Ray Vaughan. I don't know if
Yeah.
you're familiar with
Yeah.
Stevie Ray Vaughan.
And it's
But yeah, man, I think somebody playing guitar on that, put a riff in there, and just let them for about 8 beats. Just let them take off for a minute.
mhm.
Because that sounds like
different.
I mean, that sounds a lot like Hendrix, man.
Mhm.
And you know, and like I said, Stevie Ray Vaughan. Yeah, I think it's not really. You can't really say it's this genre or that genre.
Yeah.
You know,
definitely have you definitely got a cross market there.
yeah. So yeah, I like it, man. That's a nice tune, man.
How old are you?
It. I'm 20.
Okay.
20. Okay. So we need to get some of his music out there. We'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
Now, who discovered you? Who discovered you, Zeri or me?
You know, we're not gonna go there. We're not gonna go there. Just know that I got a lot of his.
We talk a lot of smack, man. You can tell that. You know?
I got a lot of his masters on my computer, so you know, if we want to get technical,
that's some good stuff, though, man.
Appreciate it.
What do you do? Music full time or what?
Man, I actually Yeah, it's definitely a dream of mine, a goal of mine. That I like to say it doesn't hopefully happen. That is going to happen eventually. Um, I'm going to school right now. Um, I actually just got done with finals 2 days ago, so
Where
I'm
you
doing that.
where you in school at?
University of the Cumberlands in
Okay.
Williamsburg, Kentucky.
Okay. What's your major?
I'm a business major, and
Business. Okay.
I play soccer,
Okay.
so that takes up some time. But
Mm.
whenever I'm not doing that, when I'm actually at school, which obviously I wasn't for about the last month and a half,
Okay.
um,
Yeah, that's
working
some
on
good
music.
stuff, man. Yeah, that's some good stuff. I was on the phone today with a label for somebody, and labels are still doing business, man. You know,
Right.
they're still um, checking out artists, checking out music. They haven't shut down because everybody is trying to kind of reposition themselves.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So when things do loosen up, they'll be able to hit the ground running. So there's still a lot of opportunity. I talk to a lot of people who think everything's like kind of on hold. In certain areas it is, but there's still a lot of opportunity.
Right.
Music designers are still buying music.
Hmm.
For licensing deals are still going down.
Right.
Um, Movies are still being made. Matter of fact, TV has really picked up
Mm.
because everybody's watching TV now. You know,
Yeah.
Right. 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 Right.
so I another thing I do is I write TV shows, and people I talked to a year or two ago say, hey, what do you got? You got anything in this? You got anything in that? So that's
Mm.
starting to pick up a little bit because everybody's looking for content.
Hmm.
Right.
And same thing, with the music, man. I mean, um, I think one of the areas, I don't know if you do much in terms of licensing. If you look, have you looked at licensing or anything like that?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's certainly a revenue stream.
Hmm.
That's excellent. I was telling Azaria, as a young lady I used to work with, who couldn't really get going as an artist, and I hadn't heard from her about 2 or 3 years, and she got songs on about 10 different TV shows,
Well, yeah.
Really,
and she's sitting back living a life, you know.
man, that's awesome.
Yeah, so she kind of found her niche, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And
Yeah.
she tells me that she's really been busy lately because since more companies, Netflix and all of them, they're looking for content, so they look for music from her. So
Hmm.
that's another avenue, for getting your music out.
Right.
Yeah. So yeah.
So, what for you, Will? What's the next plan for you? So, what are you dropping? When are you dropping? What are you like? What's that plan for you?
Well, like I was telling you earlier, man, I've been using DistroKid to put my stuff out,
Mm.
and so I didn't know that you had to send your stuff in, 4 weeks in advance to make sure it gets out. So I dropped Golden, which you played it on your stream
Yeah.
a few days ago. So that was supposed to be out April 17th, yet to drop. Hopefully, that's going to come out here pretty soon because then I can make those artist accounts on Apple Music and Spotify and have my music, all on the same page on
Mm.
Apple Music and Spotify. So I have to wait for that to drop so I can get those accounts made so I can drop that other stuff.
All right.
Yeah. But, I'm hoping early June, is the next time I'm going to drop something here in the next month or so. And then my goal after that is, drop something every 2 or 3 weeks, keep going and just getting stuff out there and getting trying to get people to listen to it, maybe get some Spotify promotion and different stuff like that. Try to land some playlists.
Mm-hmm. No, that's definitely good.
Mhm.
I think my last question, man, is like, if you could, if you could, no, the last two questions. If you could feature, which I think I know the answer is, if you could have one feature with anybody, dead or alive, who would it be and why?
Austin Richard Post, man. Post Malone. He's man. I know a lot of people. I know you hear everybody say they're someone's biggest fan. You hear all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But man, I absolutely love Post Malone. Been listening to him since White Iverson was still on SoundCloud. Um, I went and saw him back in March in Nashville, actually. Um, you know, I've always loved his music, and definitely he'd be the one.
That's good. And then my last question, man, is um where
Post Malone, just as an aside, not to cut you off,
no good.
but he's asking fans to donate $1 million of his money to
Hmm.
charity.
Yeah, man, I'm subscribed to that.
Yeah.
I'm subscribed to that text that he does, and he had his fans text him back what charities that they thought needed money,
Mhm.
Mm,
and he took like the top like 30, and he's giving out $1 million between all those charities.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
So I think my last question, man, is like, where can we find you at? What's your social handles and everything?
Oh, so man, my Twitter got hacked. I got a new Twitter. I got a whopping 2 followers. So if y'all want to help me out on Twitter. So my Facebook is
Listen, I'm not
just
on Twitter all the time, but I'm about to get on there just to follow you so you can have 3
all
followers.
right, all right. I appreciate it. And so my Facebook is just William Bryant. You can find me on there. My Instagram is 33.william. My Twitter is Will Bryant 00. Um, my TikTok, you want to go check out my TikTok? It's William Bryant 870. If y'all want to add me on Snap, I post snippets of my music and stuff on Snap. It's WBRY22. I see that follow, Jones. Appreciate you.
You say it's William Bryant on Facebook?
Yeah, William Bryant. And then my Instagram, 33.william. Twitter, Will Bryant 00.
Oh, man, we'll definitely showcase his song Golden on our Instagram, the Zone Media. So definitely check
Yeah.
that out sometime this week. We're hoping Will can join us back on Sunday for the
Yep.
music review. That'll be cool. We got again another fun day. If you want to submit records for review by some really fun cats. I think last Sunday was super fun. What you think, Robert?
Oh yeah, man, it was, and it's just about exposure, man. Now, Zara, you got contact information?
For Will?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Yeah. So the way that me and Will connected, which is actually kind of funny, me and Will connected through one of my producers that I have on my Retroville situation, which some people know, some people don't, and we connected because one of my producers produces for Will,
Okay.
and Will reached out to me to mix his records. So I mix most of, if not all of, Will's records. So
Okay.
All of
we
them.
talk we talk pretty frequently.
Every last one of them from now on, man.
Respect.
Well,
Yes,
you
sir.
got some good stuff there. I mean,
I appreciate it. Appreciate it.
I had a couple of country artists came to mind who might like that one song. Maybe we'll chat
Yeah.
about that offline.
Yeah, for sure, man.
But,
You can just you get my number, email from Jones,
yeah,
and
yeah.
we'll talk for sure.
For
Yeah,
sure.
because one thing I stay plugged in with a lot of different people,
Mhm.
although we may not do things all the time, but I got a pretty broad network. So I always like to see what people are doing, and they always like to see what I'm doing, because that way, if there's an opportunity somewhere, you kind of know about it. Yeah, but
Right.
Right.
yeah, you got some good stuff, man. Yeah,
Appreciate it.
yeah.
No, this is what this time is for, man. If you want to be considered for the artist and producer spotlight, if you're a producer, if you're an artist, send us a few tracks to THAZONEMEDIA Let us check you out. If you want to submit a record to be played for the music review every Sunday at 7 p.m., definitely send that to that email as well, THAZONEMEDIA just connect with us, man. We got some dope stuff going on every day, every single day of the week. There is a different show. Um, just stay tapped in. We provide information, we provide information, inspiration, and motivation to everybody that's a creative, especially through this COVID-19 pandemic. And as things start to lift up, we definitely want to continue to provide that space for people to just have a platform. So continue to tap in with us, continue to rock with us, continue to know what's going on. We're here every Friday night, 7 p.m. Tomorrow morning, if you're able to tap in with us at 10 a.m., it's going to be a really, really cool show. On the Fix Radio Show, we will have at 10 a.m. starting sharp. We'll have Dayton from the record label God Over Money. CHH is pretty well known. Um, he will be talking a little bit about his project. Um, CHH is not dead, and some other things, and we'll definitely, you know how we do on the Fix. And then at 11, we will also be interviewing Pastor Mike. Which cool thing about Pastor Mike has been number one on the Billboard Gospel charts for the past 10 weeks. And that's a huge deal. So we'll be interviewing him tomorrow. So definitely want to tune in. It'll be a really good show. That's on the Fix. And if you miss it tomorrow, don't hesitate. Don't worry, because you'll definitely be able to check it out. We'll have the video. We'll have it up on Spotify, podcast, all podcast services. All of these shows will soon be up on those. So that's what we're getting into. If you want to help out with the Zone Media, I know this is a lot of information. I'll definitely just have some plugs next time. If you want to help out in any way and you feel like you can help this platform grow and be an asset to this, man, definitely tap in. Definitely tune in with Will. Will got some dope records. He got some stuff coming out. Check out his record Golden. It's gonna be dope, man. Welcome to the Zone.
Appreciate it.
We appreciate y'all for rocking with us. Will, thank you so much for tuning in today.
Yeah,
thank
thanks
you so
for
much
having me, man.
playing. Thank you so much for telling us your story. You know what I'm saying? We're looking forward to more.
Appreciate it.
And hopefully you could join us on Sunday.
Yeah, for sure.
Y'all know what we do here. Y'all know why we do it. It's all about collaboration, because collaboration thrives creativity. And remember to always, 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 always create, because you're created by the creator. We out.